Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into some more fascinating research with me?
Absolutely. Always excited to explore new territory.
Well, get this. JPMorgan Chase, they've got this AI platform, COIN. It reviews legal documents in seconds. The same work would take their lawyers like 360,000 hours. That's insane.
And that's the power of AI, right? Like massive efficiency gains, especially when it comes to these complex tasks.
And that brings us to our topic for today, AI agents.
Okay.
So basically, we're going beyond just simple automation here,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We're talking about intelligent systems that can operate independently, make decisions, and even adapt to changing conditions.
So for our listeners, today we're going to really dissect AI agents in finance, what they are, what they do, some real-world examples, and maybe even what problems they solve.
And it's a hot topic, you know. PwC predicts AI could contribute something like $1.2 trillion to the global economy by 2030. A lot of that potential is in finance.
Big numbers. So let's break it down. What exactly are AI agents? Like, how are they different from just any old software?
Well, think of it this way. Traditional software, it's kind of like, a set of instructions. It does exactly what it's programmed to do. An AI agent, though, it's more like an independent learner. It can understand the context of information, learn from patterns, and then actually make decisions based on that learning.
So they can, like, think for themselves.
In a way, yeah. They use really complex algorithms, learn from huge data sets, and then adapt their responses.
Okay, so they're more than just like, glorified calculators.
Way more. Like, imagine analyzing thousands of market reports, news articles, even social media posts to get a feel for how the market might move.
Wow.
AI agents can do that in a fraction of the time a human could.
That's pretty wild. So it sounds like these AI agents are a big step up from, traditional automation tools.
Oh, definitely. Traditional automation was basically about, doing things faster. AI agents are about doing things smarter.
Okay, so the smarter and faster. Got it. But like in finance specifically, what problems were these AI agents designed to solve?
Well, one big problem is just the sheer volume of data in finance. It's overwhelming. Financial institutions, they have all this information coming in from everywhere. Market data, transactions, news, you name it.
And humans just like can't keep up.
Exactly. So you bring in AI agents, and suddenly you can analyze all that data quickly and efficiently. You can find patterns, identify risks, make predictions, all sorts of things.
So they're like the ultimate data analysts.
You could say that. And that's just one example. AI agents are being used in finance for all sorts of things: risk management, fraud detection, even personalized customer service.
All right, now we're getting into the good stuff. So risk management. How do they play a role there?
So traditional risk management was very reactive, right? You would look at historical data, try to build some models, and hope for the best.
And hope you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, pretty much. But AI agents, they can analyze data in real time. They can learn from past events and then actually simulate different scenarios. That means financial institutions can be more proactive about identifying and mitigating risks.
Okay, that makes sense. But what about customer experience? Like, how do AI agents fit into that?
Well, think about it. These days, people want everything instantly. They want personalized service, 204/7 access, and AI agents can provide that.
Like, how so?
Well, you've got AI-powered chatbots that can answer basic questions, handle transactions, and even offer some basic financial advice.
So basically, it's like having a little financial assistant available 24/7.
Right. And then you have more advanced AI agents that can offer really personalized advice. They can look at your individual financial goals, your risk tolerance, all that, and then give you recommendations.
That's pretty cool. So it sounds like AI agents are like reshaping the entire financial landscape.
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement. They're changing the way financial institutions operate, the way they manage risk, and even the way they interact with customers.
It's a lot to take in,
Yeah.
but it's also pretty exciting.
Oh, definitely. This is just the beginning. AI agents are only going to become more sophisticated and more integrated into the financial world.
All right, well, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's talk about some real-world examples. You mentioned earlier that some companies are already using AI agents successfully.
Oh, yeah, tons of them. Like PayPal, for example, they use AI to fight fraud. Their system's so good, they've actually managed to significantly reduce their fraud rates compared to the industry average.
So it's not just theory. This stuff actually works.
Right. And Mastercard, they have a platform called Decision Intelligence. It uses AI agents to analyze transactions in real time and flag potentially fraudulent activity.
That's got to be a huge help for them.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And Morgan Stanley, they're using AI to give personalized investment advice to their clients. It's called their next best action platform.
It's like a robo-advisor, but on steroids.
Basically, it takes into account your financial goals, your risk tolerance, even current market conditions to give you tailored investment advice.
Wow, that's impressive. And I know we've been talking about big companies, but what about smaller businesses or individuals? Are there any examples of AI agents working for them?
Absolutely. Ant Financial, they're a subsidiary of Alibaba, and they use AI agents in their Zhima Credit platform.
What does that do?
So basically, it uses AI to assess creditworthiness. But it's really cool because it focuses on people and businesses that don't have traditional credit histories.
Oh, wow, that's huge. So it's like opening up financial services to people who might not have had access before.
Exactly. It's about financial inclusion.
These are some pretty amazing examples. It really shows how AI agents are already making a real difference in the financial world.
And it's only going to get bigger from here.
All right, so speaking of making a difference, let's talk about Kanerika for a minute. I know we're all about helping businesses leverage the power of AI.
Yeah, definitely. We work with businesses across different industries, including finance, to help them build and implement custom AI solutions.
So it's not just about, like, selling them some generic software.
Nope, not at all. It's all about understanding their specific needs and then tailoring solutions that really work for them.
And I guess that's where our expertise comes in.
Exactly. We have a team of, experienced data scientists, engineers, and consultants who can help businesses every step of the way.
From like figuring out what they need to actually building and implementing the solution.
Yep, the whole shebang. And our goal is always to help them boost productivity, improve efficiency, and, ultimately optimize their costs and resources.
So it sounds like we're not just providing technology, but like a whole partnership.
That's right. We're in it for the long haul with our clients. We want to see them succeed.
Well, that's great to hear. And I'm sure our listeners are interested in learning more about how we can help them specifically in the world of finance.
Absolutely. We have a ton of experience in that area. We've helped financial institutions with everything from fraud detection to risk management to personalized customer experiences.
Sounds like we've got a lot to offer.
Let's talk about the challenges, right? Like, what was happening in the financial world that made these AI agents such a big deal?
Right, because it's not like they just appeared out of thin air. There had to be a need for them.
Exactly. And one of the biggest drivers was this, explosion of data in finance. I mean, seriously, it was getting out of control.
Okay, so too much data, that's a problem. I mean, isn't more data usually a good thing?
Well, sure, in theory. But you got to be able to, make sense of it, right? And with the sheer volume of data coming in from markets, transactions, news, social media, everything, it was just too much for traditional methods to handle.
So like analysts were just drowning in spreadsheets.
Pretty much. They were spending way too much time just trying to sift through the data, let alone actually analyze it and extract meaningful insights.
Okay, so that's where AI agents come in. They can handle the data deluge.
Exactly. They can process massive amounts of data super fast, way faster than any human could. And they can find patterns, identify anomalies, things that humans might miss.
So they're not just faster, they're actually better at finding those like hidden signals in the data.
Right. And that leads to better decision-making, more accurate predictions, all sorts of benefits.
Makes sense. What other challenges were these AI agents brought in to solve?
Well, another big one was risk management. Like, the financial world, it's inherently risky, right? And institutions are always looking for ways to, identify and mitigate potential threats.
But that's always been a challenge, right? Like predicting the future is kind of impossible.
Yeah, and traditional risk management approaches, they were often based on historical data and these kind of static models. But the problem is markets are constantly changing.
So they were always playing catch up.
Exactly. And that's not a good place to be when you're dealing with, millions or even billions of dollars.
So AI agents, they offer a more real-time approach to risk management.
Right. They can analyze data as it comes in, learn from past events, and even simulate different scenarios to see how things might play out.
So it's like having a crystal ball that actually kind of works.
Well, no, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it definitely gives financial institutions a much clearer and more dynamic view of potential risks.
That's got to be a huge advantage. Okay, so we've talked about data overload and risk management. Were there any other pain points that AI agents were especially good at addressing?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Customer experience was another big one. Think about it. Like, what do people expect these days?
Instant gratification.
Exactly. They want everything now. They want personalized service, 24/7 access, quick answers to their questions. And frankly, traditional methods of customer service just weren't cutting it anymore.
Because, humans need to sleep. And they can't be everywhere at once.
Right. Exactly. But AI agents, they don't have those limitations. You can have AI-powered chatbots that answer basic questions, handle transactions, even offer some, basic financial advice, all without any human intervention.
So it's like having a virtual branch that's always open.
Right. And then you have, more sophisticated AI agents that can provide personalized financial planning, investment recommendations, that kind of thing.
So it's like having a personal financial advisor, but without the hefty fees.
Yeah, you could say that. And it's all tailored to you, your specific goals, your risk tolerance, everything.
Okay, so AI agents are handling the data, they're helping manage risk, they're improving customer service. It sounds like they're basically revolutionizing the entire financial industry.
I think that's a fair assessment. And, those real-world examples we talked about earlier, those really show how this is all playing out.
Right, like PayPal using AI to fight fraud, Mastercard using it to analyze transactions, Morgan Stanley using it to personalize investment advice. It's all pretty amazing stuff.
Sure. Yeah, and it's just the tip of the iceberg, really. I think we're going to see even more innovative uses of AI agents in finance in the years to come.
It's exciting and, maybe a little bit scary too.
Oh, definitely. But I think overall, it's a good thing. AI agents have the potential to make the financial system more efficient, more accessible, and more secure.
Well, I think that's a perfect note to end on. We've talked about the what, the why, the who. Really covered a lot of ground today.
We have. It's been a great discussion.
It really has. And for our listeners, I hope this deep dive has given you a better understanding of this incredible and rapidly evolving world of AI agents in finance. It's a topic that we'll definitely be revisiting in the future.
For sure. It's not going away anytime soon.
Absolutely not. And in the meantime, keep exploring, keep learning, and most importantly, keep those questions coming. Because the future of finance, well, it's being written right now, and it's going to be fascinating to see where it all leads.